My dad was schizophrenic. Anybody else have a schizophrenic dad? It was confusing growing up with a dad with schizophrenia, especially growing up as a Jew. You know, because my mom was always like, Jesus doesn't exist. And then my dad would pull me to the side and be like, hey, listen, I'm Jesus. She's a wacko, that woman. She's crazy. I went to Israel for the first time this summer. Anybody been to Israel? Beautiful country. Israel's beautiful. I signed up for a bus tour from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. 20 people on the tour. We get to Jerusalem, get off the bus, and the tour guide goes, okay, this is our first site. This is where Jesus had his last supper. And I was like, what the hell? And the tour guide saw that I was confused, so he came up to me. He's like, hey, you Jewish? I'm like, yeah. He's like, what are you doing on a Christian tour? I'm like, I didn't know it was a Christian tour. I'm like, you have an Israeli accent. Are you Jewish? He's like, yes. I'm like, why are you a guide on a Christian tour? He's like, I go wherever the money is. I'm like, oh, you really are Jewish. But then it was weird because for the rest of the day, he kept trying to make the tour more Jewish for me. And all the other Christian people were getting pissed off. So right before we get back on the bus, at the end of the day, he goes, okay, everybody, this is our last sight of the day. This is where Jesus turned water into wine. Supposedly. And then he winked at me. I'm like, all right, that is super weird. And now 20 Christians hate me. I don't know if you guys know this, but if you're Jewish between the ages of 18 and 26 years old, they send you on a free trip to Israel called Birthright. You guys, same 4 Jews? All right. And I never went on that trip, and I was talking to this girl about it the other day. She's like, you never went on Birthright? Going on that trip is the most Jewish thing ever. I'm like, no, not going because your mom says it's too dangerous and won't let you go is the most Jewish thing ever. I'm more Jewish than you.